What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. So this video is entitled "The Average American Has $90,000 in Debt." It's a CNBC article that came out on the 19th. Okay, I'm looking at it right here. I'm on my phone, on my other phone. See what I'm saying? So basically, the crux of the important part about this situation is they covered they cover pretty much every group. So Gen Z, Zillennials, if you want to call them that, from 18 to 23 have $9,000 in debt, have $9,000 debt, which kind of is interesting. Millennials, 24 to 39, have $78,000 debt. Gen X, from ages 40 to 55, $135,000 of debt. Baby boomers, 56 to 74, $96,000 of debt. And the silent generation, 75 and up, $40,000 in debt. Now, this is comprised of, say, credit cards, personal loans, car loans, and mortgages, okay? And student loans. So, for me, this is important. Credit cards. Generation X, has the highest credit card balance compared to other groups at $8,000. Auto loans. Generation X has the highest auto loan balance at $21,000. Mortgage loans. Generation X has the highest average mortgage balance at $238,000. Millennials are at a close second with $224,000. Personal loans. On average, baby boomers have the highest personal loan balance of $19,000. The lowest is Gen Z with $4,500. Student loans. Generation X has the highest amount of student loan debt, averaging 39, really $40,000, because it's $39,981. HELOC, which is home equity lines of credit, averaged the highest at 40. Generation X has the highest of equity lines of credit at $49,000. Now, y'all can read the article, check it out. I told you who it was with, so it's not in the description box. I might not put it in the description box, I don't know. Here's what's important that I've seen. From Gen Z, so from 18 to, let's just say, 80, everybody's in debt. What does that tell you? 18 to, because it says ages, silent generation is 75 and above. 18 to 80, everybody, everybody has an average amount of, everybody has an average amount of debt. That means nobody has an average amount of surplus. So this, especially with this economy, especially with automation, especially with the pandemic, this is a problem. Now, I'm in Gen X because I'm 40, right? We have the highest debt in everything. And then the baby boomers, this is what kills me. The baby boomers, like, they just getting out of debt, right? And what I started thinking about was divorce and child support has got these people in debt. Both ways, men and women, not just the men, just the men and the women. Because to be in your 50s to 74 and be in the hole on an average $90,000, is a problem. Not to mention, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm reading it right now, because it's part of the article. While the average American has $90,000 in debt, This includes all types of consumer debt products, from credit cards to personal loans, mortgages, and student debt. And this was the beginning, right? I didn't even think about the debt caused by medical expenses. This is not even in here. It's not even factored in. So, because when you look at the article, there's a picture of a Hispanic family, and they're all overweight. You get what I'm saying? They're just overweight. So, for this to be a part of our society, and Gen X is suffering the most. Like, when you hit from 40 to 55, you would think, the student loans is kicking your butt. Like, we got the highest in everything. So that means we got the highest credit cards, so we maxing out credit cards. We got the highest auto loans, so we buying cars, maybe for ourselves, maybe for others, who knows. Mortgages, because the price of mortgages is so high, which brings me to the synopsis about the baby boomers and the silent generation. Their houses didn't cost as much. Okay? Coupling with the fact that even though inflation is emerging, the cost of living has increased, some wages have increased over these years also. So, like, I remember 20 years ago, my uncle and aunt's house was about $80,000, because I remember my older cousin, their son paid for it. That house was 2 stories. I want to say two car garage, about 2,400 square feet at least. 4 bedrooms, I think 2.5 baths. That same house now, the last time I saw it, it was over $250,000, trending up to $300,000. So that was 20 years ago, from 80,000 to, close to triple. I'm sorry, not triple, quadruple what it was worth, because it's over triple at the particular point. So I was thinking about the people 20 years ago where I was at. Their stuff should have been paid off. Now thinking about it, with this next coming economy, millennials are going to be screwed, and zillennials are going to be extra screwed. Because if you couple student loans with the rising cost of homes, it's going to be a problem. And then it dawned on me, refinancing. People are in debt for refinancing. Because nowadays, you refinance, they start your whole loan from jump. So you could have been paying 5 years and then you refinance. Now, your mortgages, you went from, say if you got a 30, now you're going to be paying the mortgage 35 years. You refinance 10 years, now you're going to be paying the mortgage 40 years. You get what I'm saying? So that's a problem. Big, big problem. And with nobody being out of debt, and then when you get to the silent generation, 75, that, personal loans are probably for home health care or something like that, or something health related. And then I started thinking, like, man, so what you're saying is you got a country on every level in debt. How is that good for America? How? This is not good for America whatsoever. Because basically, banks got us all by the you-know-what for life. And that means the generations weren't able to sacrifice or pass down anything because, from 24 to 74, you're close to, you're on the side of 6-figure debt or close to 6-figure debt. So nobody's really inheriting anything. And will you be able to pass down at this rate, mathematically speaking? And I'm sure, we talk in different areas. You talk from L.A. to New York, from California to New York, and the differences, from Texas to Minnesota. I'm going to the highest point I could think of, from south to north, right? Or Florida's east and south. So, but when I'm looking at it, this is terrible. It's terrible because that means people can't afford to be debt free. The land of the free don't look free. You can't get debt free in the land of the free. That's problematic. Sorry about that. But catch y'all on the next one. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.